How's everybody? How you doing this Tuesday? Yeah, and wouldn't you know it? Thinking about the stream, I was going to sort of talk about a tumultuous Tuesday. Like every Tuesday, it just seems to be hectic. So I wasn't going to talk tumultuous Tuesday, but I thought, what I can talk, what is there to discuss lately? I don't want to discuss the negative. I don't want to discuss like the hairy and dreary. We're all going through our own bit of challenge, our own bit of hardship or deep dark thoughts. I don't know. It's the reality. I think we're all getting back into the swing of things. Our life was hit upside down 2 years ago, and now we're all coming back into reality, and it's affecting us. I think there's a lot happening with people. A lot of people are changing jobs. A lot of people are moving. A lot of people are, life is continuous. Life is always happening. So I thought, well, you pick the topic. But I did, while I was thinking about topics, then all of a sudden they started to flow and I was jotting them down. As it would happen with my ADHD brain. Hello, Arbite. How's it? Yeah, no, Arbite has some naughty jokes. If only there was a small screen where you could share like all the little tidbits that the jokes. What was some of the jokes? I'll try and find them just now. There was a sheep and a sheepdog sitting at a table. One of them I saw today, and it's like the sheep says, "You are so controlling." So he says, "Yeah, but you heard, heard the sheep." So anyway, I know it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek joke that. But yes, so I wanted to, you pick the topic, but I do have a couple of topics if I don't sort of get it on par, on sync. So I thought, okay, what is your best chocolate ever? And it can be old. Hey, Braki. The ball's gone under the sofa again. Anyway, what's your favorite brak? What is your favorite dog? Which dogs do you think make the best? I mean, everyone, and thank God they are all, I think dogs actually really teach us a lot about life. Like there are lots of dogs for every single person. Like we're not all the same. And the ironic thing is, I think also with this woke nonsense that's happening, they're all trying to label people and they're all trying to put people in boxes, so it's just such BS. I mean, in nature, there are different species, from birds to, carnivores to herbivores to omnivores. We're all freaking different. So, but the human race, no, let's put a label on you and give you a special name, and then we can all be one. Simunye. Remember that rubbish? Who remembers that? Simunia, we are one. It's my favorite troll. Matthew Dixon in the house. Oh, my goodness. How's it, Matt? That's a bad dad joke. No, it is. I'll find the meme and I'll try and get it right. Hi, Guardian Prepping. Thank you. We are doing well. It was nice to see you. And thank you, Cameron. By the way, your System of the Down comment on last week's show was really awesome. Love System, one of my favorite bands. Also Rage Against the Machine. But it's so weird how that changed in my life, where I was a teenager and I liked sort of, please forgive me, R&B stuff, which now if I think I hear, I want to myself. But but now, there's tons of other great, like, cool metal bands out there. So alrighty, okay, let's get back to the comments. So what's your best dog? Let's see. Cats rule, dogs drool. Oh, you're a cat man. Yeah. So you obviously, I'm gonna take a guess. Do I know? Are you a Scorpio? Scorpios love cats. Must be a water sign. Are you a water sign? Either just trying to be careful here, seeing I know my stuff. Either Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancerian. I don't know. I'm taking a fat guess there. What's going on? Oh, all good. Oh, wait, to see what's happening. My stream's not so strong. We're getting the cable. Yeah, cats are awesome. I just have some members of my family that are highly allergic, unfortunately. Else, I'd love a kitty. I'd love a pussy. I have my own, but I'd love another. Yes. Sis. Yeah, what's that song? Hello, Nick. Lovely to see you. Yes, yes. And where's our Nick Hunal tonight as well? Um, so yeah, okay. So cats or dogs? So Buzzy says she loves all animals. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Um, ooh, about Virgo, but oh yes, I think I recall now. Sorry, I've got a memory like a sieve, and the ADHD doesn't help. No, there's no H in that. There's no hyperactivity. If I was hyperactivity, if there was an H, I'd be super skinny, but I'm not. Um, toy pom and a pavement special. Or I had a toy pom mixed with a Yorkie. What's going on? Okay, uno momento. 1 second, please. Wait while the bell rings. Only for 30 seconds. Hello. Sorry, we're having technical issues. I don't know. Apparently, my video is really bad. It doesn't look that bad. I don't think it looks that bad. Oh, there it looks all fuzzy and blur. There goes the ghost man. That you so saw you. Is it terrible? Is the video awful? Why is the video awful? See if what I must push. Okay, hold on. Apparently, the camera is really fuzzy, but on this side, it looks good. That looks a bit better. Sorry. Hi, Alison Johnson. Hi, everybody. Sorry, apparently my video is really crappy. You sure the connection's all in and we're not downloading anything? There's nothing downloading? Nothing. Do you want to check what our teenager's doing? Maybe he's downloading a game? Is it better? All right. Oh, hell's palavers. Yeah, TG's a Virgo and he also loves his everything has to be perfect. Matthew says, yeah, what I said just now. Yes, you're not the only one. Apparently, there's a 63 higher rate of single men in the world at the moment. 63% of men between the ages of 20 and 35 are all single, if not older. Yes. Oh, and Albert says we are looking after a wolf Alsatian. Ooh, mixed pure white. Oh, beautiful. Hope you're getting paid. It's always good to get paid. But yes, I know my screen's also flashing. It's been doing that for the last few streams. Okay, TG wants you guys. I'm sorry, forgive me. We will be back uno momento. I just apparently have to fix something on the feed. 1 second. Okay, see you now. My video again. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry to hear. I know that, look, apparently, so what happened with my son, he was iron deficient when he was younger. And due to that, he got pneumonia. So I don't know if you want to check your iron. It's just a suggestion. I mean, I'm no doctor. Please make note. Once upon a time, I was called the infamous Dr. Ruth, but I'm not that anymore. No, I'm not. So anyway, we continue. Right, press the green button. Buttons need to be pressed for sure, but mine's not green, thank God. Or at least it hasn't been that long that it is green. Phew. Matthew Dixon says Jack Russells are awesome. Yeah, we have a beautiful little Jack Russell where I work, and she's just too sweet. But they are besig. My machis, those dogs have ADHD. Gee whiz. No, you can't. I mean, anyone who lives in a flat or in a small house, do not get a Jack Russell. Like, people think, oh, Jack Russell, they're small, they're fine. No, get something like a Scottish Terrier or a Yorkie. Even Yorkies are very busy, very busy. But like even a Schnauzer is good. Okay, so that's, I think we've discussed lots on dogs. Let's hold on 1 second. TG, is everything okay? Hey? Okay. Apparently it's not perfect, but we'll just have to do. Don't know why. Look, there is load shatting happening, so maybe some of the networks have been impacted. Yes. Yeah, my vocabulary tonight is fantastic. All right. The video is great now. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate that. So, yeah, I wish you all the best, Alison. I really hope you get better. Yeah, check with your iron levels. How's it? Yeah. Hi, Buzzy again, and Nant Brandon. How goes it? Nick Mueller. Yes. I like my wiener dog. Yeah, a little sausage dog. They're cute. They're very cute. Yes, they are. Okay, I've got a couple of comments to catch up on. Whew. All right. So, okay, now we've discussed the doggies. Yes. So, prefer cats to dogs. I'm both. Also, I love a cat. I think cats ground a person. They're very cool. A lot of cats. I used to think cats are not lovable, but actually, the ones I've encountered lately are really, really, really lovable. So that's awesome. Also, talking about, so give me topics, people. What do you want to do? Let's test me. Give me a topic and let's see if I can ramble 30 seconds on the topic, or maybe a minute. Let's see if we can do a bit of a countdown. No, I don't know. Oh yes, Erica's a bird lady. That's right. I have a budgie, and he would give a Jack Russell a run for their money. No, okay, fair enough. And parrots as well. Yeah, and I met a woman who they've got like 4 different parrots. I think 2 cockatoos and some kind of a ringneck and another African grey. No, look, Alison, don't go pumping yourself full of iron. I mean, look, if you notice, like if you press your fingernail and you notice the red in it doesn't come back so quick and you do feel rather tired, I mean, taking iron first thing in the morning before you've had anything to eat may just help. And also, obviously, your zinc and your vitamin D. I was getting very sick because I lacked, and this is pre the lockdown, due to a lack of vitamin D. I mean, obviously, we work in office blocks, and my home didn't get a lot of sun in winter. So that was my struggle. So, yes. So, Aromat. Okay, all right. Aromat. Overrated or underrated? Okay, so I haven't tasted Aromat in years. Reason being is that when I was a kid, I broke out in a vicious rash. I literally had Aromat for breakfast, lunch, and supper on everything. I had it all the time. Honestly, I think it's probably become like everything nowadays. It's become worse. If something can become worse, it's become worse to what it was back in the day in terms of quality. Not that I'm saying no. I mean, in most things, I'm not saying Aromat specifically, but you get my drift. It made me allergic back in the day. I don't know if it would do that currently, but so I don't know, maybe a bit overrated. It is a South African product. Some people absolutely love it. So yeah, but like Erica is saying, that's her opinion. I may agree or not. Yes. But 100%. 102 uses for toilet paper. Go. Wiping bums, noses, eyes. Absolutely. Decorating, decoupage. Yes, there's that. 100%. Arbot says I buy I don't know 102 uses, but yeah, you could definitely do paper mache. You could probably build furniture. You could probably decorate people. Yeah. But why do you buy MSG by the kilo? Do you have your own fast food shop that we should know about? Or you just on the road a lot? That's why you buy so much MSG. Good example is cars, muscle cars for the win. Okay, so tell this cheeky bird, what's a muscle car? Like, what is considered a muscle car? A what? A GT? What, like the one we saw the other day that looked, hey? Ford GT. But what we saw was that wasn't a, was it? Yeah, it is. It's a Mustang, a Ford Mustang. 60 seconds. God, what was that other? What was that bloody joke about 60 seconds? I think it had something to do with Faf. Gone in 60 seconds. Shame. I hope he's okay. There's like been no news about that story. He's what? He's fuffed. No, he's fuffed. Did you see the one with the D, where the New Zealand guy's walking and he's got like a funny looking knee, and it says, "Look, where's Fuff's face?" Oh, I tell you, these memes, my life would be very dull without them. Oh, a 6-valve car. Thank you, Erica. Is a V dub? No. You have to be more clear. What the hell is a V dub? VW, huh? V dub. VW. Oh, right. I get it now. I get it. I did get it. You see, Ford Mustang. Oh yes, and I think I had a colleague who had one for a while, and it, like when it starts, all that V8, or is it a V12? I don't even know. What do I know? I know bugger all about cars. I used to think I knew a lot, but not anymore. And here's the Brack. Hello, Brack. Are you looking better? Do you want to say hello to the people? Looking at me very confused. Do you want to say hello to the Brack? But I'm wearing black, so give me something else. I'm wearing dark colors where they won't see him. Okay, not to that. But he's looking quite good. He was washed today. Yes. And he was dried with a hairdryer, hey? Not in, obviously. Yeah, no, he shat himself with a hairdryer, but he's got to get used to it. Matthew Dixon. I got a feeling here comes a joke. If pugs were part of a girl group, they are the fat and ugly one of the group. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being ugly and fat. Sis, man. As long as you've got a smashing personality. A car with a 460 Hemi engine. Okay, now you oaks are just talking all gibberish. Oh yes, the noise. Yes, thank you. See, I make a great impression of a car, right? So yes, okay. Now, what about chocolates, guys? Like, I still say that Cadbury's is still the best out there. I used to think, when I was a kid, I think I liked Beacon. Some Nestle's are good, but Cadbury's to me is just amazing. And you know, it's even crazier. Like when I went to London in 2009, okay, I tasted their Cadbury's. Our Cadbury's is better. It's obviously some agents. Okay, he actually wants to say hello. He wants me to throw the broken ball. But you won't see him. TG, everyone can see you on the carpet. The other night when we were streaming and TG was trying to set the lights, I think one of the lights went out and I didn't notice, but he's a perfectionist, you see. And then you see him. I think we were doing a Charlene. If you go back and you watch, you check him in the corner, like switch on the light. It's very funny. What makes the streaming fun? Oh, but says Hershey's peanut butter cups. Yo, my just did. Yeah, I've had them. I'll never forget. I was like, the first time I wanted to buy them, and I think they were like for 2 or 3. I don't know. They'd probably just arrived in SA. It's like the hugest disappointment, like McDonald's when we first tried McDonald's compared to Steers. It was like, what? That's just my opinion, you know. But and the woman's like, it's 24 rand. I'm like, what? No. What, does it have like gold coating? Do I find like a Willy Wonka ticket in it? No. Just cancel that. Thank you. Put it back. I'm not paying 24 rand for freaking something from America. You must be mad. Erica says Belgian chocolates are the best. Well, Erica, when you ever go to Belgium, be sure to bring me some, yeah? Yeah. Look, the Swiss are renowned for their chocolates too. That's for sure. 5-star and bar one. No, I like the 5-star. I do. Bar one, sure, if you really love something sweet. I love the Cadbury's whole nut. And I also like the chocolate, the dark chocolate PS. One of my, you're the Cadbury PS bar. And crunchy, I still love. I still love a good crunchy. Imagine they made a chocolate called booger. I love a good booger. No, I'm kidding. Yum, especially in the car in the mornings. Yeah, you see people, you look on the side and then you see people picking their noses and like flicking it. Yeah, gross. So anyway, and like, do people think they're in a glass bubble that no one can see in? Like for real, like sitting in traffic and you see someone like really digging up there, like looking for like leftover breakfast or something. Yuck. So yes, okay, so we went from chocolate to boogers. And did you know, according to the color of your boogers, you could be sick. So apparently, if your boogers are green, okay, that means there's a viral infection. And if they're yellow to brown, it's more bacterial. So check that out. That's quite interesting. So yes, remember to blow those schnozzes, people, especially, I don't know, I've been suffering with sinus, but I use something called sea spray. It's like a natural squirt, and that makes life quite fun now and again. But some people use those teapot things where you like rinse your sinuses. Like, I haven't tried that yet. Like, I'm still on the bucket list. Like, things that I may or may not ever do. Yeah, because it feels freaking weird. Hate doing things up my nose. No. Was not part of that culture in the 90s, people. Yes. Guardian Pippin says, he's rolling on the floor. Love, I'm an H1 Jeep. Nothing to look at, but gets the job done. Okay, inside joke. Must be. Okay, so we went from cars to chocolates. Yeah, Brandon says, life's too short for bad chocolate. No, 100%. Okay, so what would you consider a gross chocolate? I don't know. I'm not fan on, I don't want to say the name because now I get like Lloyd. But yeah, the very sweet chocolate. So I don't like white chocolate. I hate white chocolate. It makes me want to yak. I don't know. There's something just, it's too sweet. It's like, nah. No, thank you. Alrighty. Next thing, creams. Who likes creams? Some people still like, and I know kids, especially kids today. I don't know if it's a tactile thing with children today, but some kids do not put cream on their body. And you see them, and with winter skin, they have almost this translucent, sort of dry, cracky. And also men, guys, you need to look after your skin. Elbows, what's the song? Elbows, knees, shoulders, and toes, or whatever, heels. Yeah, like that whole, you have to moisturize. Trust me, then you don't get acne. You have to moisturize your hands, especially in cold weather like we are now. It's just a routine when you get out the shower. What's this? Chomo, a big mouth. Oh, big mouth. Oh, chomp. You mean chomp, Nick Mueller. Yeah, I remember those ads. Yeah, you're giving away your age here. Yes, you are. Oh, they were so innocent. So, not checking my boogers. Okay, Erica. Oh, and blood and boogers? Ooh, means you've just torn tissue from your nose or it's coming out. Stop smoking. I hope you don't smoke. Yeah, I saw a video today where they said like smoking and stuff just really messes with your body. And apparently so do breast implants. Just kidding. I don't have breast implants. But it's caused problems in women. Like from getting autoimmune diseases to like losing their hair, like all sorts of shit. Girls, keep it al natural, yeah? Al natural. You don't need to, unless you can only make money if your IQ is lower than 65 and you can only do an OnlyFans show. Yeah. Erica's like, chomp is a bit, it was a bit disappointing, but it was also nice. Like I remember going to like our equivalent of Sunday school and getting a little chomp. It was always fun when you were kids. Ingram's protects. Yes, it does. Matthew Dixon, I remember that. Was that the chomp? Was that the chomp thing? Indian snot pots are bought. Yes, one of those teapots. Alison says my bronchitis must be viral. Yeah. Listen, I could do a show on all the natural things that you're supposed to give your body, like turmeric and cinnamon, and I know Buzzy knows a lot about those things as well. But I'm sure you're on all your minerals, and just check your iron levels. It's amazing. Like if all your minerals are not at equilibrium, you're pretty much stuffed. And apparently, you know what actually stuffs up all the minerals in food is also obviously cooking, like that kills a lot, or mostly all nutrients. And microwaves. If you're cooking or heating food up in microwaves, you're killing all nutrients in food. Blah. So it is what it is. So yeah. Robert says, I don't use cream. My skin looks like crocodile leather. And doesn't it crack and hurt? Like, don't you get like I know, like this winter, okay, how many weeks have we got left of winter? Maybe another month of cold weather. Maybe if by like the 10th or 12th or 15th of September, it's not like sunshine and happiness. And then there's always that one day. There's always that one day that's freaking freezing. Everyone's like, yay, it's summer. Let's pack away all the winter stuff. And then boom, it's one day. And it's bitch cold. Bitch cold. Yeah, so let's not forget that. Yeah? Yeah. All right. But you mustn't let your skin get like crocodile leather. Because you're a youngin, and I don't know if you have Macy in your liver, but or Flacy in your liver, but yeah, cream's important. Yeah, even Vaseline. Yes. Buzzy says she's been putting cream on her granddaughter. Lovely. No, they hate it. The kids don't really like it. Ingram's camphor cream. So I swore by a product that I've used. My whole family. I actually realized when I went on holiday in April, I walked into my cousin's house, and in her bathroom there were just bottles of the stuff. I think she'd bought for my other cousin here from London. She was taking it home, and it used to be Elizabeth Ann's baby shampoo. Okay, now my family have always used it as a cream. Now Tiger Brands bought it about, I would say, 8 years ago. And now finally Elizabeth Ann's no longer runs the company. I actually want to try and find out how I get hold of someone in the original company. And you can actually feel the consistency. It's now owned by Purity. Is not the same. The consistency, the smell, the texture, everything is just not what it was. But it's okay. I'm going to keep an old bottle. I wish I'd kept an old bottle just in case. If any of you find, should I go and get the two differences so I can show you? Maybe I'll do a stream on it another time. But yes, I actually have the two different bottles so you can tell the difference. And no, it's not Johnson's. It's Purity. Elizabeth Ann's baby shampoo. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now we talk about the cream in the hands. Your nasal cavity is dry. Okay, there. Our nurse Erica is telling us exactly what it is. I moisturize inside with OBS. You know, when it's cold and you need it, for sure. 100%. But don't overdo it, else you get a bit of a headache. Yeah. I smoke like a chimney and vape every now and again. You poke as well now and again. No, sis, I don't know what's happening. Rebellious Roots on a naughty roll today. Matthew, okay. Brandon and Matthew having a fat chat. What has Guardian Prepping done? I missed that. Sorry, guys. Just go back in the comments. Maybe let me fast forward and then I can catch up. It snowed in Coxhead a few days before Christmas in 1972. Okay. Yeah. And I think it was also in 1988 as well. There was also snow. I remember I was there, but it wasn't 1972. I was still in Dad's bag back in 1972. Thank goodness. Yeah. So yes, I wasn't there. Right. Okay, we've just spoken the cars, the creams, the dogs, the woofashed. How about, do you think Marilyn Monroe or any of these high profile guys like JFK, Marilyn Monroe, like all that conspiracy, when everyone thought the Russians were coming and everyone was a communist in America and they all had bugs I mean, they had, what's his name, Howard Hughes at the trials. They had all of the great film stars. They all had them up for like, are you a communist? Do you think Marilyn Monroe killed herself by accident on purpose, or was she murdered? Yeah. Oh, Guardian prepping stopped smoking. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you for enlightening me. I missed that. Mazel tov, that's awesome. Look, I only smoke and poke on the odd occasion, I must say. TG, the fire's gone. So I must do it. Okay, hold on. 1 second, people. Thank you. See, the fireplace is just an illusion. It's just something that we put on, and then I have my gas heater, and with the noise that the visual screen makes, it has an ambience. I know it's a bit silly, but it's good for the environment if I'm worried about coal and stuff. Look, I would love to have a fireplace, and maybe when I've had a few more rands in my pocket, I could put one in, but not yet. Yeah, no, murdered. Yeah, it's crazy because of the whole JFK. She was too close. Like I look at that whole era. It was, I mean, if you've watched any of the movies, like Elvis, like knowing that Martin Luther King was murdered, JFK was murdered. I think there was also Bobby. One of the most of the Kennedys have had a shot taken against them. So yeah, there was all of that. And a couple of other film stars. Like they were also all tried to be hung for being communistic, and some of them met untimely deaths. So yeah, hello, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in 100 years. It was lovely to see you. She knew too much. Knew what too much? What, that the aliens in Area 51? Like, I don't know, like, yes. Pardon? What is the naughtiest thing I did at school? Which school? Like primary school or high school? No, there's a difference because I went to lots of schools. High school. I suppose just bunk and go and smoke somewhere or leave school early. Like bunk, I don't know. No, I didn't go nigh under the bleachers or do anything crazy like you probably did. Yeah, no, but you were a good little boy only until your late 20s, ne? And was jy stout? Yeah, TG's got a bit of a red rap. No, I'm kidding. He's a superhero. Anyway, so what was the naughtiest things anyone did? Let's say at primary school, and then we'll talk high school. So yeah, Buzzy says I do believe in conspiracies. No, listen, where there's smoke, there's always a little bit of fire, ne? Yeah. Is rebellious Ruth saying she was a saint? No. Like, I don't know. Like, I had a pretty awesome childhood. I mean, listen, we were all protected by, I don't know if it was a protection or an indoctrination, but there definitely weren't as many monsters around as there were now, you know. And if there were, they weren't out there like they are today. I mean, we did have the Witwolf, who came to pick up little girls running around, so we were careful. But yes, you could go out, and the only time you came home was when the streetlights came on, or you stayed at friends, and your parents didn't really worry where you were, and life was simpler, life was easy. So yeah. I don't think I was ever a saint. I don't think my mother's grey hair would have allowed me to call me a saint, but I wasn't too bad. I had a good group of friends. I think the naughtiest thing I also did was sneak into nightclubs. Like the first nightclub I got into, I was 14. So when people talk about these tavern things and, oh, what are teenagers doing? Like, hello, like we did it. But when I was there, I mean, I remember I never drank. I never I'd obviously ask for a Coke or something, or water, mostly from the bar. I don't think I had money to like drink. I'd just go to a nightclub to go and dance and have fun. Yeah. So that's that. But I mean, that's like pretty much the naughtiest thing. Like, yeah, bunk school. Yeah, I remember bunking school. I had this whole, and my mother bussed me. I obviously did something that made it obvious the one day. I'd do it like once in a while, and this was still in primary school. So we lived in a block of flats, right? And we were the end unit, so not one of the middle flats. We were the corner unit, and right by our door there was these fire escape stairs. Well, they were sort of cement stairs, and I thought, okay, instead of going down and letting myself out that way, I'd go upstairs and then watch for my mom to go to work. And I did this, and I got home and I was waiting for my friend to phone me, and we were going to go and catch a movie. I think in those days you could go and catch like 2 movies for 10 rand, and they were back to back. You could go watch them back to back, and that's what we were planning. I think the one movie was, they were all like Compton. They were like all these movies with Dr. Dre, and what was the one, Compton 55 or something, or Downtown Compton or something like that. And he was dying to go and watch it. And, the soundtrack was with NWA and like all these Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. And yeah, that was kind of the vibe I was into with my one friend. And I was expecting him to call, say, okay, we're meeting at so and time, then we'll go down to the movies. And truth Bob, the phone rings and I answer, and my mother's like, what are you doing home? I was like, oh shit. She ground me, and I was so upset because there was a concert happening that weekend and I couldn't go, and I was so unhappy. It was horrible. I think actually, now that I recall, it was one of the first horrible memories I can recall from being a teenager. Like, she grounded me. She never grounded me. And I had a new boyfriend and I wanted to go with him to this concert, and like, she wouldn't let me go. I remember that. God, I haven't thought about that in years. But so then we made another plan that if we were bunking and we'd phone, we'd first do like a Scotch call, put down, and then call again. And then you knew it wasn't anyone. It wasn't a surprise. So yeah, that's what we learned then. And then we'd go and talkie. Remember that? Talkie? Yeah. Another naughty thing we got up to as kids, when I think about it, we'd throw eggs on people's cars, Now, living in flats, and that's the thing about back in those days, right? So there was a whole bunch of us. It literally felt like street kids, but we obviously had homes, and we'd always stay at each other's homes, or people, like, I was lucky we had a pool in our complex, so everyone would come swim at us, at me. There was a few kids obviously in my block, and some of them I'm still in contact with today, like, incredible. And we'd always, I remember the once we had, I think it was one of the first times I think it was my first kiss. And we had a sleepover on the night on the roof. And there was even there was still obviously where the water tanks were, and we made like little Christmas beds, and we slept up on the roof. I think it got quite late, and I think most of us went home after a while. But I remember having my first little kiss. When I was about 13, 14 years old. Yeah. No, I was quite innocent. I was. So yeah. Yes, the White Horse Inn. Oh my God, I remember going there. Yeah. I remember it. Don't remember much of it. I didn't get drunk, but it was years and years and years ago. It was amazing. Yeah. It was just so big, and so it was awesome. Weren't there different dance floors and stuff? Wasn't there there was like a trance dance floor, and there was a metal dance floor? Have I got the right place, or am I thinking of somewhere else? Shane Cameron says he was quite innocent. He was quite innocent I was not very naughty at any school. I would go home when it was sports day. The deputy prince followed me home to bus me, and my dad told him he figured I was coming home. Okay, fair enough. Oh no, you don't need to hear what I did in school. Can confirm or deny anything. Okay, so you're taking the fifth. Oh, do know. Come, share a bikkie. Let's say for once. Come on. I lacked discipline. Yeah, but Cartman, I lacked the discipline. But isn't it funny how you have discipline now? Oh God, you know what movie TJ and I watched a couple of weeks ago was Beavis and Butthead. Oh yeah, how's it, Beavis? Butthead. Remember those? That was hysterical. We watched it. I couldn't watch all of it, but I think I fell asleep. I did. I fell asleep watching it, and then we watched it. I watched the end of it, but yeah, yeah, yes, Boys in the Herd. Very good, very good. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. I wonder. I wonder. Are you? Is your second name? I wonder. I wonder, Alison. Come now. What's your stories? Let's hear. Yeah, yeah. Smoking behind the bleachers. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. So yeah. So I bunked school, and you know what was so random is that when I was in standard 5, there was this Woos Afrikaans teacher, and she was our head teacher for the class. And I remember the one day I wasn't feeling lekker. And I wasn't bunking that day. And I sound like I bunked regularly. I really didn't. It was just for the odd occasional, like, you know. But I don't think I ever had full attendance at school. God, I was so bloody boring. Yeah, school. Anyway, and oh, fuck, I've just lost my train of thought. But Alison, tell us, what was yours? What was yours? Oh God, what was I saying? TG, what was I saying? Talk louder.
Never had full attendance.
Oh yes, I never had full attendance, but I wasn't that bad. Oh yes, and the Afrikaans onderwyseres. Now in those days, she was the only one. She had a wooden ruler, and if you were naughty and you didn't get your homework, you got 5 van die beste. Op die hand, and the boys would get jacks. And they had all these crazy recipes to lay their ass with if they were expected to get jacks in the principal's office. God knows if that shit works. Like the tomato and onion paste that they'd rub on their bums to try and make their bums numb so that they wouldn't. I know, such bullshit. Guys at school. Anyway, and she called me into the class one day afterwards and she said, a parent has called in to say that you were caught hitchhiking. And I went, no, it wasn't me. And she swore it was me. And I'm like, listen, I was yesterday sick in the bed. I was not hitchhiking frickin' nowhere. And I would never hitchhike alone because I know like there's like the Horn Girls disappeared and all those little girlies disappeared. Yeah. Back in Nam. Yes, okay, Brandon, don't give away your age now. Don't give away your age. Please, I think I'm older than you. I made my bio teacher cry at hockey practice because I kept telling her she sucks at coaching. Shit, you nasty. Well, if she did suck, well, maybe she's found a new direction. Maybe you gave her guardian paper. Adults are talking. Maybe you gave a new direction in life. Sometimes shit like that can happen. Tomorrow I'm going to a what? You just disappeared. Where are you? Oh God, don't tell me you got load shitting. You got load shitting, Alison, because that's what happens when you load shit. It's like the Avengers, what's it? When you just disappear into fuzziness. Like, you know what happened? When everyone, like half the planet disappeared when Thanos did this. Right, that's how it feels with load shitting people. What's he say? The White Horse Inn is a drug rehab now. Talk about the irony. Really?
Raymer owns it. Raymer Church.
Oh, Raymer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they do good work. I'm going to have a lady on by the name of Nikki. She deals with drug rehabilitation as well, and hopefully but she's busy, hey? Yo, I'm telling you, the lockdowns cause lots of, and it has. People are really affected by mental health, and they've had real shit to get over. So she's very busy. She flies up and down from here to the UK a lot. She was the one who goes on the same flight as Richard Branson. And I said to go and introduce yourself. Go and meet him. And she did. So yay. It says yes, alternative Tsoki, techno. Listen, everything in moderation. Okay, a little bit of everything. That's me. I can't do something all the time. No, doesn't work. Yeah. As that smell in the lifts in flat complexes. Oh, Nick, where did you grow up? Which part of the world did you grow up? I don't know. Some of them had those carpets, and there was that musty ick smell. Yeah, they were horrible places. Obviously, on a sad note, a lot of my friends were like, one girl I know was molested. Like, there were some bad O's, and I think parents back then were just trying to cope and and they didn't realize the dangers that the world presented. And I think these parents that are allowing this woke gender to are parents maybe who are just turning a blind eye and letting their kids get away with murder. Or not. Rarig. Don't switch on your YouTubes. Machis. You know, it's hard to find good help these days, people. So hard to find good help. Yes. Tell you. We're going to get into trouble. Oh, can you hear? Oh, that techno. I don't know if they can hear. Mr. Rave. I mean, who was into the rave scene? That was great. I was just never a fan, but it was from our generation. Yeah. Meh. Sorry guys, back to the comments. Yeah, TG gets very nostalgic when it's about, oh yeah, I learned a little bit about raves, like not raves, but Charlotte DeWitt. Like, she's pretty good. I like her stuff. She's very, very. I like. Clint's actually never been to one of what's the Tomorrowland. You'd give your left ball sack to go to Tomorrowland, hey? And then the right one to go to F1. By the way, any news on that home front? When is it being announced? Yo, because tickets are going to sell like blitzvinnig. Sheesh, let's just hope there's enough ka-ching on the credit card to swap that excursion. Yeah. I wish I was your age. I'm 37 and 40 is scary. Why is it scary? It's not. It's like being from 23 to 26. It's the same fucking thing. Sorry. I'm swearing a lot tonight. No, and there's nothing in. I'm actually having a bit of hot chocolate. Maybe it's all the sugar. I'm on a bit of a sugar high. What now? What? Now what are you doing? What's in there?
Swearing jar.
Oh. Yeah, one of these. Is this become the swearing jar?
Yeah, I want money in there.
So you can buy licorice. Yeah. Now he likes the Dutch licorice. Ugh, can't stand the stuff. Ugh. And also white chocolate. Ugh, can't stand the stuff. I don't know. He likes that Dutch licorice, salt licorice. No. Okay, I really have to catch up with the comments. Forgive me. Well done, Cam. Hopefully you get to celebrate. Hopefully try and plan something. It would be lovely if, yeah, something could happen. It is a lovely milestone, and nothing ever feels the same again. Just word up there. Brandon, when you turning 40? Okay, so Alison, she's back. I was naughty. I always sat at the back of the class. Our history teacher was very good looking. So one day he was standing in at the front of my aisle. I took out and let it. Why do you do that? You took out a tampon and let it what? Took out a tampon of where? Oh my God. I don't want to know the end of that sentence. That just sounds so hectic. Okay, hopefully it was obviously took out a tampon in. So that's what my boy guys, I had like a whole little clutch of boy hens. Okay, go down. It's like Mr. Bones says, go down. But I don't see it here. Where is she? Oh, part 2. You're killing me here, girl. And let glide all the way to his feet. He went the color of beetroot and left the class, so we had a free lesson. Oh, you clever girl. Just as long as it wasn't, yeah, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to say it. Okay. Yeah, so I had like a gaggle of little okies that would be part of my little homeboy crew. 2 of them out of the 5 were gay. Not that they knew it at the time. Not that I knew it at the time either. But hey, and they would literally go into my cupboard. So I must have been older. I was standard 5, standard 6. and go into my cupboard and collect my tampons, and then turn on the bathroom, the tap and the thing, and watch these things explode. And they would have such a giggle. They would think this is the best thing since sliced bread. I tell you, it was like the highlight of their week to do this sort of shit. And apparently, a good first responder always keeps tampons with him. Apparently, it's great for plugging holes. Yeah, bullet holes, stab wounds, you name it. Plum, 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 a lot of tampons. Yep, true story. Stay active. Oh, listen, I saw some of your hike. It looked really, I used to love hiking in my 20s and some of my 30s. But yeah, now that I'm 40, getting out of bed in the morning just hurts. Nick, my neck of the woods for the rugby. So I grew up on the corner. I grew up, I don't know how old you are, but I grew up on sort of the side of town and Estlin Street. So I was right on the verge of the two. And yeah, it was Joel. I think 1997, 96 we moved. And who's this? Is it Pooches? No. We moved. But yeah, I had a lot of good memories. Thank God I was always well looked after, well cared for. I was always streetwise. I never went home with strangers. I never took lifts with strange people. But yep, school for the rugby. I went to the school for the rugby. What was it? Was it Office? Was it that school or was it Whips? I don't know what a rave is. Buzzy, you would fit in. I think if the rave season, Buzzy would like hit the should be top of the pops. I tell you. Let's see. Should experience a rave. Yeah. I think at my moment should no 100%. Maybe we'll have a rave stream one day. No, but it can be rough. But rave without psychedelics. Or no, I think I'm scared to give TG psychedelics. He'd like go mole. Go off his. He was such a good boy, such a good young man. I mean, I remembered my first trip of anything was this friend of mine who I used to catch all those movies with. Yeah, Back in the Hood and all of that. It was his cousin I met in the one, bumped into the chill out room. And he's like, do you want a California Sunshine? I'm like, a what? He's like, no, it's a California Sunshine. Like, of course, we're trying to hear each other over the music. And I was like, no, not a whole one. I'll just have a half. Thanks, He was also cute as anything. And I had this. Okay, now I'm thinking half. Okay, so a half of what? So a half of something like that? What's wrong? Oh, hold on, people. Hold on. I need to go and press the button. Hold on. Thank you. So you think, okay, so if a sweetie is this size, right? So half of this, you think, okay, it's that big. So my mag is, jy kan dit nie seker sien nie, but if you tear a little piece of paper and you put it like that, it was that freaking size. And I was like, what's this gonna do? Ach man, like, okay, whatever, like, whatever. He said, no, just put it under your tongue and wait a while. I was like, yeah, right. And yeah, no. So then I started, and I got bored, and then I went to the dance floor and to my friends, and it was getting late. It was already like 2:30 in the morning. And we're dancing, and it's like starting to feel lacquer, cool. And then my friends are like, no, we're tired, because they've been dancing all night long. Like I used to dance for a bit and then go and walk around and see what's happening and see who's there, and And this was actually at DNA in Berea, in Pretoria. And we left, and we could walk from there to my house at the time. And back then, yeah, like we saw one boomala, and he went boo, and went ran all the way home. As I got to my front door, and my mother opened the door, like expecting us obviously home, that light hit me so hard that I rushed. I went into an intense trip. I was like rushing. I was insane, and I didn't know what to expect. And obviously now I know. But yeah, hectic times, guys. hectic times. I'm almost 45 and I don't feel a day over 62. Stop the smoking and put the cream on the skin. Yes, you might just feel 15 years younger. Whew. So yeah. All right, guys. I know we've spoken a lot of poo. When you turn 40, get down and floor it. Life starts at 50. Len will agree with me. Wink, wink. Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, I'm having, I must say, my 40s have been a really good time. I've learned a lot. Mostly I've learned a lot about myself. Oh my God. That's insane. No. You can't be that young. How old are you? I'll work it out to the stream. No, you're 26. Am I right? How does that work? Where are we now? I can't work it out. Please don't do maths at this time of hour. No. Yeah. I'm not good with the maths that you told me to do that if I do at 40. Okay. You two. Awesome. Getting there, guys. Getting there. Buzzy. Prodigy 5-starter. Oh, yes. TG, do you want to play a bit of background there?
Don't have it.
Well, you can just look it up.
We did a stream of yours, man.
Yeah, guys, look back. By the way, the people that are new to the streams, go and see. Okay, maybe the quality wasn't so good, the scene was different, but we did an entire stream on music back in the day, and the sound quality was really bad. You couldn't really hear me. The music was pumping, and it was a kind of a really fun stream. But we're gonna redo it hopefully sometime when we have time. And yeah, we'll maybe we can get a few guests on and yeah. Oh, am I right? Jeez, okay, the brain's not so bad for this time of night. There's a lighty, man. Just to think I had my kid at 26. Sure, that's like a long time ago. I know how old it is because I know how old my kid is. But yeah, that's like, shoo, gee whiz. Okay, babe. Okay, we'll put that back. My OCD is kicking in. Like this vase is sitting here and it doesn't belong here. Yeah, it was a wedding present. It's actually a Ming. Watch me drop it now. It's a genuine Ming blue porcelain vase. It was a wedding gift. So only. Wait. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you can hear. Okay, the sound quality is probably terrible. Hello, Indu. How's it? Wat gaan nie aan. We're talking all sorts of kak. We're talking back in the day. Talking first bietjie van 'n dwelm experience. Yeah. Back at the DNA Club in Pretoria. We've spoken a bit of conspiracy theory. And yeah, thank God, winter's nearly verby us. It's nearly verby. Nearly. Yeah, amper. On Truth Social and yeah, no, we know you're very busy. I don't know what you do for a living, but besides what you do for a living, you do YouTube. That's what you do. And yeah, Telegram, that I do know. By the way, guys, hang in, bait fast. I know that. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. It's making noise. I've been locked out of my Telegram. I need to we need to do that, love. We need to figure out how to put me back on Telegram. Who did my Telegram originally? I think I know. Oh shit. Okay, I have to sort that out. But if not, I'm thinking of making actually a WhatsApp group. I'm just on WhatsApp, so it's much easier for me. Like I'm not on Telegram. And I don't know. I don't like you can do the similar functions you can do there, you can do here. I don't suppose. Yeah, I don't have an issue. So yeah, I think I'm going to start maybe a WhatsApp group in this next week or so. And you've seen my number, you know where I'm at on some of the groups. So if you can connect there and then we can share, and then obviously I'll put links on in the stream. But yeah, the Telegram thing, it crashed my phone. I wasn't supposed to have it on my phone. I had it on my phone and it just killed it. Stone dead. Boom. Stone dead. So yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. It's actually been an hour. I think I've spoken enough poo for the evening. You guys are all trying to guess each other's ages. Yeah. No, so I'm gonna say I'm humbly in my 40s, and if you are turning 40, you must enjoy it. It's your naughty 40s, and I think you have a lot of realization when you do turn 40. I think it's a time of great relevance. You really get to see the world from a different perspective. I think you're more mature. You sort of more in terms of you don't really care about what people think too much. And these are things you need to live for yourself. So yeah. Hindu says he's always in his 40s. Yeah, all of us. It's coming. If you think about it, we've got another good 25 years left on this good earth, eh? Then it's like retirement time. Not that I think I'm ever going to retire in 25 years' time, but well, maybe I'll get lucky and be able to retire. But no, look, you've got to actually. I heard this brilliant guy. I reached out to him. He's on social media. He's a South African. I think he's from. I don't know if he's from Benoni or Boksburg, but and he said the most prolific thing. He said, we all want the fancy car and we all want the this and we all want the this now. I want the this now. And it's great if you can have that. But what do you do when you need the cane and the medicine and the doctor and all of that stuff when you're way older? Like, hello. And it's actually I really need to heed and take cognizance of that, because look, I don't spoil myself too much. But I do like a few nice things in life. But I think if we were to forgo them and wait, then maybe investing or doing something wiser when we're older will reap the rewards. So yeah, guys, let me leave that with you for the week. I may stream on Thursday. I may be able to get a guest on. And yeah, I hope to see you then. But thank you so much for joining me. And yes, instant gratification. I want it now. I want it now. Yes, that was me. And I'm 3 months prem, so I wanted to be born now. Yeah. No. I did not want to. I hate waiting. I do. I'm very impatient, but I'm learning. I'm trying. It's my mantra. I'm trying. Yes. Matthew, I'm an angel. Sure. Yeah, 26. Maybe you are actually being 26 years old. Maybe you are an angel. Hindu. He said he'd be the troll, but I don't really think he's much of a troll. I've experienced trolls, and it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. We love you, Matthew. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Buzzy. Thanks, Cam, Erica. Lovely to see you all. Have a great time. Thanks, Brandon. Lovely to see you, Amy. Cheers. Bye, guys. TTFN.